We are live. Luke for president. I like it. That's a great way to start this live stream, isn't it? Luke definitely for president. I mean, in the UK, we have prime minister. Throw up a flame emoji if you can hear me. Throw up a flame emoji. Okay, I can. Oh, I saw one. All right, the flame emojis are rolling in. That means I'm being heard loud and clear. Yes, Luke Skyhopper 4 p.m. One day I will get in that position. What do you reckon, Hooli? I'm going to get there one day.
Hey, Carrot Gang. Good morning.
Good morning. We've got a special guest for you today. But hello, everybody. I kind of sound like the guy from The Simpsons saying that, but welcome, Carrot Gang. Do we have a show for you today? Like I said, you've already heard him. We've got a special guest with you today, the most specialist of guests in existence. Hooli, becoming quite the celebrity these days. I've been seeing you a lot on Twitter. I've been seeing you a lot on Instagram. You know, how are you doing today, Hooli?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you, Luke Skyhopper? How are you doing today?
I'm just hopping along fine, actually, but I'm glad you're in a good place. I'm glad you're in a good place. You've been very busy these days, but you know, definitely want to give the community a chance to talk to you. But let me crack on here. We've got a packed agenda today. You know, we're going to talk a little about interoperability going forward and like a wider vision for the future in terms of the metaverse and what we're building. We're going to have a live QA with Hooli today, so get your questions ready for Hooli. Remember, Hooli is just a rabbit living in the rabbit hole, but do get some questions, you know, maybe about, you know, what's his favorite food. Obviously, we know that's carrots. Favorite color, favorite movie, you know, who's his favorite villain. We will ask Hooli those questions, so do keep them packed up. We also want to give you an update on game development as well, and a couple of other interesting items like tokenomics and the facial recognition app and software that we're going to be rolling out. So a lot to be talked about today. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up if you're happy with that agenda. There you go. Hooli, you're gonna have to touch your ears. Can you touch your ears? No.
I didn't do my stretches yet today. I still need to stretch it out.
All right, let Hooli have a stretch, then we'll touch the ears. All right, who we got in the house today? Introduce yourselves, team.
All right, you have Carrot Top, Colin Brady.
Yo, got Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mr. West Paglia. What's going on, guys?
You have Dennis Hopper, Mr. Luke Paglia.
Bungledore, Kevin Mack.
All right, and we've got right in the middle, we've got Hooli. Hooli, introduce yourself just for those people who've never heard of you.
Oh, shucks.
There you go, team. What have you got to show us? Nobody's ever heard of you. They might have been living under a rock in the metaverse. Everybody's heard of Hooli. And what we got on the agenda today, team?
Yeah,
Talk to us.
I think we should just kind of kick it off and show you some new collaborations that we're working on and some of the people we're talking to. So here we have a character you might recognize from the Collider series. And this character we received last week, and we're able to export and put into our game. And so there's just very simple motions right now, but the quality of its textures are really, really high. We're super happy to collaborate with this team. As you can see right now, there's just crazy high quality here. So this is just kind of an early sneak peek of what can happen and about possible collaborations in the future and bringing other NFTs into our metaverse.
Looks absolutely amazing. Hooli, who is that running around in your neighborhood?
That's an intruder. I have no idea who it is. Who is this? Get him out of my hood. I don't know. He looks like a humanoid trying to impersonate a rabbit. Look at those ears. Who does he think he's fooling? Or she?
Oh, yeah, exactly. We don't quite know, but it looks absolutely amazing. And you know what we wanted to show you here is, you know, interoperability is the future. You know, we always talk about this because I do definitely think it's the future. But if you look at Ready Player One and the different kind of games and avatars and different experiences you get in there, that's only going to come through interoperability. And one of the things that I kind of talk a lot about, I'm very passionate about, is, you know, how do we build this together? How do loads of, you know, projects get together and build this? It's not the corporations who are going to build it. It's going to be a collection of smaller, medium, bigger projects to come together, develop a framework, and start to get things working together within one larger form of metaverse. And I definitely kind of see, you know, this happening in the likes of kind of Unreal 5, and with like-minded teams like ourselves, like the team you're seeing here, the Cypher from Collider Craftworks, and various other teams that are kind of building within Unreal 5, building within a framework that could potentially be interoperable. And look, we've already got one of their characters running around in Hooli's neighborhood. I don't think Hooli's too happy about it, but Hooli, we'll have to make a formal introduction. The person is trying to maybe make friends with you, right? He's wearing a bunny helmet, so he's one of us, Hooli. Are you gonna be okay with that?
Mea culpa. We can break bread sometime.
Yeah, you can break bread. In terms of your, there can be more than one bunny in your rabbit hole, right? That doesn't sound right, does it?
Yeah. No, we can talk about my rabbit hole all day long. Yeah, that's fine. There's room for everyone.
There you go. So, one of the things that, we do want to say is, we're talking about interoperability. One of the things about us and our projects and our communities, the doors are always open. We're always open to conversations. I'm not saying we're definitely going to get every single project in here, but, we're definitely, the doors are open. We're open to speak to projects, let's have a chat. Let's build something for the future. We're not going to be able to do this all on our own. It's going to take collective, like-minded people with vision, with passion, with drive, and really take this thing and this metaverse and this Ready Player One vision that we know is coming in the future and build that together. It's not going to be the likes of Metas, but it's going to be loads of projects like ourselves that are going to collectively make that happen. What are your thoughts on that, Colin and team?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Skyhopper. I mean, right now we're at that early 3% adoption of the whole NFT space, and so what we're seeing is that it's not just happy talk that we're all in this together, but we really are, because it's not like if Collider wins, we lose. Like that's why the community is so supportive. That's why I hope to have all the best NFTs in our rabbit hole. And so we can't take everybody, and some are more suited than others, but we do like to have really high quality animation, assets, games, and to whatever degree it makes sense, we are really open to collaborating with some of the top players in the space.
Really, stop being so mischievous there in the corner, pulling your tongue out. That's very rude. It's one of those, when you get like a new baby in the household and the other children get a little bit jealous and want all the attention. It's kind of like that a little bit now, Hooli.
Oh, it's exactly like that. And I know all about being a parent.
Good stuff. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to see in the next few years, how these metaverses are kind of built out, and we're getting kind of true interoperability amongst different projects and metaverses. It's going to be absolutely beautiful.
Hey, Skyhopper, because time is kind of tight, I think we should move on to the next phase of this as we load up the next version of our game. But as we're doing that, we want to move on to a little Hooli Q&A, Ask Hooli Anything phase as we load up our new game.
Let's do it. All right, there you go. You hear that? So it's an Ask Hooli Anything, but keep the questions simple. I'm looking in the YouTube chat now, so keep the questions coming in. Somebody's in love with you, Hooli. How do you feel about that?
What was the question again? Say it one more time.
In love with you.
I don't think it was a question. It was a statement. I'm in love with you, Hooli.
How do you feel about somebody being in love with you?
Oh, well, I love everyone, so I'll take it. Bring it on. Thanks for the love. I've got some for you.
Oh, Hooli, it's a difficult question. What's your favorite faction? Can you actually say?
Oh, my favorite faction. That would be telling. Ooh. Well, what's your favorite faction? That's the real question.
That's a very politically correct way of answering that, so you definitely won that one. Hooli, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite scary movie?
My favorite movie? My favorite scary movie? Well, today it'd have to be Donnie Darko. Rabbit reference.
Is Donnie Darko actually scary? I didn't think it was that scary.
Oh, it's very scary. Patrick Swayze's in it, and he always scares me.
Yeah, it was very scary in that movie Ghost as well, actually. I remember that. That was quite scary when I was a kid. This is a very, I don't know how you're going to answer this one, but I'm going to pose it to you, Hooli, because you're a bit mischievous. What is the size of your carrot?
The size of my carrot? Oh, I'll never tell. 13 inches. Next question.
You look about 13 inches tall as well. Okay, let me get some more questions in. We can't ask Hooli about staking. We can ask the team about that. But these are questions for Hooli. Come on. when Dragon Ball Z collab? I don't know if Hulu can answer that, but
Oh,
maybe some,
Dragon
maybe
Ball
some
Z.
Sega
I always
thing.
thought it was pronounced Dragon Balls. Now I'm confused.
In the UK, it's pronounced Dragon Ball Z. It doesn't sound as good, right? Hulu, have you got a girlfriend?
Do
What
I have
about,
a girlfriend? I'll never tell.
What
Or
about,
maybe.
what about Leah Skyhopper?
Leah Skyhopper. Well, that gets kind of weird because you're Luke Skyhopper, and then there's this whole like brother-sister thing going on, so I don't know.
All right, fair enough. What's your favorite color, Hulu?
My
Blue.
favorite color? Oh, goodness gracious. My favorite color is red, like my sneakers.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, Hulu. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but you're probably not really aware of this because this is small-time business for you. But a lot of people are asking about. We're potentially going up against. We've potentially got a bit of beef brewing with another project called the Goonies. Has that hit your radar yet, or is that, are you completely kind of not aware of that because you're such a big deal and the Goonies are nothing to you right now? Hulu doesn't know anything about the Goonies.
Oh.
They're not on his radar yet.
I'm sorry. I had another voice in my ear. I love beef and hate whoever you're talking about. So let's do it. Let's fight.
Fair enough. All right, Hulu, here's another one. I don't even know what the answer is to this, but what's your middle name?
My middle name? Oh, well, I'll let everybody guess. How about that? Hoolie's
There you
middle
go.
name also starts with an H. So go. Best guesses.
All right. So Hulu, a lot of people saw a video you put out yesterday. It was one where you were dancing around with some hype bears. They're asking, did you manage to get lucky with that hype bear? I mean, you definitely moved to the hype bear.
Oh, well, this community sure asks a lot of personal questions. A rabbit never kisses and tells.
There you go, Rabbit Night. Hulu, another one. I can't believe these questions that are coming out. Is Hulu a part-time stripper? Because you did get caught with your pants down as well in that same video.
Hey, part-time? I'm a full-time stripper. Come on now, respect the craft. I'm a pro.
Hulu, have you got a shout-out for Neo Tokyo?
Sorry, one more time?
Say big
Oh,
shout-out
Neo
to Neo
Tokyo. I love Akira. Yeah, Neo Tokyo, shout out. Woo!
All right, no, Hulu did not swap his seed phrase. We do not swap seed phrases. Do not listen to Hulu. Hulu is just completely mischievous at times.
Well, I may not have given a seed phrase, but I think I got one.
All right, well then don't do anything like put their NFTs up for list on OpenSea and take all the money, Hulu. That would not be that would not be a good thing to do. Somebody's
Who, me?
asking, what have you got to say to somebody who's asking, should they sell their Hulu? Should they sell their Hulu? What have you got to say about
Absolutely
that?
not. Why would you do that? Don't sell your Hoolie. Hoolie's for life.
Well, Skyhopper, I
Sell
think that's a
every-
pretty good segue into
Okay.
why they shouldn't sell their Hoolie. We have an update of the game that we could show you guys if you want to move on to this next segment.
Of course, we want to move on to this next segment. Let's go.
Next
All right, so
segment.
we're going to show you just an update of where we're at with some of the gameplay and we can also talk.
All right.
That's
Whilst you're doing that, can we give Journey Crypto a shout out? Hulu.
I'm sorry, one
JRMY.
more time. What's that?
JRMY Journey Crypto.
Journey
JRMY
Crypto?
something.
Journey Crypto, here's your shout out.
There you go. All right, cool. Okay, talk to us then, game developers.
Yeah, so what we got here going on is you now can fire with your paintball gun. You can fire different colors based on the can that you pick up, based on the color you pick up. You now can do graffiti with multiple colors, and they actually mix quite well.
One of the things we're looking forward to here too, guys, is we've got some updates coming soon also for the MetaZuckBot drones. There are going to be some things in there that'll be kind of fun, and I'm particularly looking forward to shooting those things with paintball guns and kind of screwing them up with the various weapons that we got coming to you. So just food for a little seed to plant for some of our next demos. We're looking forward to bringing those to you.
Oh.
But what's that little bit of graffiti I see on the left? There's a big Hulu mural somewhere. Should I see something right on the left?
I think that may have has a slight update to it. Yeah, a lot of that stuff's been in there in other versions, and I think we just kind of rearranged it a little bit. But yeah, we're going to continue to go around, pick up different props and weapons, and we've improved some of the gameplay. It's kind of none of this is complete. Obviously, you're getting a peek behind the curtain. We think of you guys in many ways as co-developers with us because your opinions
Absolutely.
mean a lot to us and help guide us. You know, last time we spoke, last AMA, we showed you a sneak peek of our Hulu Face app, which you'll be able to use to drive your character, your own NFT in this game, drive its facial expressions, and drive their body language eventually, and have this be a very social community, very much like the Discord channel. And last time the community responded very well, but there were a lot of people asking, why not an Android version? Why do we only have an iPhone version that's coming out? So we're looking into that. We want to let you guys know that we hear you. We've been working on it. We're digging deep because we know that there has to be a version out for you guys. I don't know the percentage out there, but it's pretty high of Android users. So we want to make sure that we're, you know, it won't come out in the next couple of weeks, as we're hoping to deliver this alpha version of our Face app, but it will be coming out in the future. And so that's just an example of something that was kind of unexpected, and sharing with you some early development and hearing your concerns, your questions, your objections. This is what that's about. We're part of a community. We want to make sure that you guys have the best tools, the best utility of any NFT out there.
Best. Number one.
Number one all the way, baby. What are the game game developments have you been making on? I know in the last kind of behind the scenes, I saw a little bit of skateboard work in there as well. What other game developments have you been working on?
That's primarily, you know, skateboarding, picking up different weapons. I think we have a chainsaw now that we can pick up. Yeah, there you go. Check out new skateboard animation. That's quite improved.
Oh wow, that was. Let's do that again. I want to see that again. That was pretty cool.
Still getting, there we go. Still getting worked out, but. And primarily, guys, you know, right now, just doing incremental, you know, kind of the building out of this game. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Like Hulu doesn't even have to like, I don't know what the term is. You got to like kind of kick yourself off the ground, right, to go get a bit of food. But Hulu's that good. Hulu doesn't even need to do that. Or either that, or it must all be downhill here.
You know, some questions that have been coming up in recent AMAs, and these are still, you know, very early on, but I'm kind of giving you a little bit of a peek behind the curtain here, which is, you know, will this game eventually be open to other holders that don't have an NFT? And the answer is kind of a soft yes, but for observation only. I think it's, as you guys can see, this stuff is really fun. Imagine the battles we're going to be getting. Imagine the personalities that are going to develop over the months as this thing moves forward. The factions, the fighting, and so we see this as something that if you're not a holder, we don't want to kick you out and not have you take part in this, but there will be a place to observe these battles going on, and we want to eventually have that open to as many people as possible. Right now, it looks like there might be a theoretical cap on anywhere between 2,000 and 20,000 participants in this. So, you know, obviously there's a limitation there. Can we bring all 9,000 Hoolies at once in the game? I think that'd be optimistic for me to say yes right now. I think eventually it will go there, but very likely there probably will be a queue of some kind forming different game tournaments that people can watch live, and potentially even watch live through some of the flying drones that are flying around the city.
Interesting. It looks absolutely beautiful as always. I'm loving it, and you know, I can already see the kind of improvements in kind of quality, you know, animation, interaction with objects. It's really kind of coming along beautifully, and I can't wait to kind of get involved in kind of testing this out and ensuring that the community, you know, are able to test it out and you know, give their views on it. I think one of the things we're thinking about doing is setting up a focus group, right, team? So it'd be good to get people from the community involved in kind of helping us develop this out. So we will be making an announcement at some stage in the near future, start to put that focus group together. Well, how do you feel about putting a focus group together, development team? It's the right thing to do, right?
It absolutely is the right
Most
thing
definitely.
to do.
Yeah.
And we want to keep you guys, you know, we've had the initial roadmap that you guys have all seen. We are in the process of updating that roadmap. You know, there has just been some, you know, some conversation about specifics and dates and what's the alpha versus what's the beta, carrots and staking and all that stuff down the road. So it's also been made known to us that we should also be delivering you guys, you know, potentially a weekly or bi-weekly update of kind of where we're at, the targets we've hit, the targets that we were planning to hit, and yeah, we're looking for leaders. We're looking for leaders that to step up and to help us, lead the way and help us avoid any pitfalls that you guys may have seen in other NFTs or other games that just are a dead end.
Amazingly put there, Colin. I could just listen to you speak all day. Great voice, very passionate. You got all the lingo. You're hitting all the right notes there. Exactly what people want to hear. So sorry if I just cut somebody else off in the background.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna take it over to you, Skyhopper, but you pretty much handled it, so perfect.
Good stuff. So tell us a bit more about, we were thinking of kind of launching this Hulu's Got Talent, but you went one step further and actually going to launch an app to go with it, right?
Yeah.
So how were you getting along with that? Are you saying, I don't know if you said it before, did you say we're maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks away from getting that out?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say 2 weeks is our rough target. And right now the app does connect to each person's MetaMask wallet securely, so you only will be able to perform as your NFTs. We don't want people acting out as anyone else's NFTs. So we have a very secure way of connecting to your MetaMask wallet. We also are, making sure that the weapons are showing up in there. I know there was a shout out about, hey, where are the weapons? We want to make sure those are in there. Also, someone had, thrown out the concern of what do you do with the hoolies that are wearing masks? So we want to make sure that we have a good solution for people that still have the masks. Now, once again, the goal here is to get you guys real utility sooner than later. So, there might be a bug, or there might be 10% of this that might be a little clunky, but we are planning to have instructional videos. Very simply put, you would be downloading a LiveLink Face app initially till we get the Android version working. We'll show you how to connect that. You have to use the same Wi-Fi as the app. And you'll connect to the same Wi-Fi, connect your phone to the app, and then you're ready to go, and connect your MetaMask. And where this is going is that you guys and girls and the whole community will be able to produce their own Twitch stream videos, YouTube content, commentaries, movie reviews, whatever you guys like. That's where this is going. As entertaining as Hooli is, the future that's not so far away will be many different hooligans all on a Zoom call simultaneously talking to each other. That's where this thing is going. And that to me is the more exciting part, to see the different, the more people, the better, from around the world, from all over the world, talking as their NFT. And so that's really the Hooli's Got Talent. Now we are planning, we're not gonna backstep. We are still going to give you the object file, which is an FBX that contains a simple rig and the object file and textures of your hooligan. But we suspect there may only be 5% of you out there that know what the heck to do with that have an animation program that you want to bring that into and animate. We are giving you that, but what's so great about this Hooli Face app that we'll be giving you is that I think everybody will be able to animate their hooligan just by talking into their phone, especially when we have the Android version. By the way, if any of you out there right now have suggestions for a better name for the app than Hooligan Face app, we're all ears. So
should we? All right, okay. Should we do a little competition then in Discord? What do you reckon, Colin team? Could we? Whoever comes up with the best name for the app, could we maybe give them a merch drop? Cap, t-shirt, hoodie?
Sure, I think that could be doable, and I mean, even now, whatever you guys think. I mean, I like alliteration. It could have an H, it could hooligan something. There was all kinds of, we've come up with many bad, rejected names for this app, but
All right, you got to humor us now. Give us one bad rejected name.
Face hair today. One from Hooli himself. Hooli, what was the name you came up with?
Well, if it's rabbits and eyes, then we call it rabbis. Eh? Is that name not kosher? Come on now, rabbis.
No comment.
To face hair.
Face hair?
No comment on that one. All right, so Carrot Gang, we need your best suggestions for a name. We'll set up a channel. When we're off the live stream, we'll set up a channel, put in as many submissions as you want, come up with the best name for this app. This is our app.
Hooli me.
This is something you're getting specifically special for you. Put in the best names. The winner will get a free merch capsule, which will have a hoodie, a hat, and a T-shirt, and minimum maybe a signed Toy Story poster as well, from Colin Brain.
There you go. No,
Hey, Carrot Top, can we see more Hoolies though, real quick?
Oh yeah, there's plenty in here. Yeah, we're cycling through many of these different Hoolies right now. I think right now, correct me if I'm wrong, team. I don't know if all 9,000 are in this current version. Or just a handful. Not this version.
Can you see any of your friends in there?
Yeah, this map that you're in right now, I think just has 5 that we put in for testing. It's the other map right now that can access all of them.
All right, good stuff. Moving over to you, Wes. A lot of questions coming here in tokenomics. I know you've been hard at work behind the scenes working on that, and it's a lot of difficult work to get that right. How are you getting on?
Big time. I'm actually really stoked to share this with you guys. So I know I just see so many questions coming up. When staking. And look, and it's the same thing that we've said before, guys. You know, we've been hard at work trying to make sure that we could really think out a structure that's gonna be well balanced and actually produce for all of us. But I'm really stoked to say that we've gotten some really good input from a couple super talented teams. We've been taking in, some guidance, trying to make sure that we're being really thoughtful on how we roll this out. We've seen projects not do it right. And we're also trying to be really considerate of how this will then dovetail into our play to earn tokenomics, how this is going to work inside of the rabbit hole. And so really stoked that I think we've landed on some really big decisions. I think we have a way going forward. We've been dialing it into an actual white paper, or at least just, tokenomic document. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sharing that document with kind of a smaller focus group first. We're going to be getting feedback and making sure that we're, taking our first initial steps into this world correctly. And then from there, we're going to share it with all you guys. We're going to be looking for your feedback, and hopefully that I think we're onto something really cool here. I'm really excited. We've been busting our asses to make sure that this is something that's actually going to produce well for all of us.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Wes. Great update. Everybody wants them carrots ASAP. So do I. Our friend Dennis Jacobs. Dennis, big shout out to you for all the help you've been giving us. It says just copy Kongs, but better. We don't copy anyone. We're gonna definitely. We're innovators in this space, Dennis. Come on, you know that as well as we.
We've been working hard on it, guys. So we got to come and see you.
All right, cool, good stuff. Somebody mentioned just in the chat, I noticed it, a question for Colin. Some of the mutants haven't got fangs yet. What's going on with that?
Yeah. We're still working. There's a couple small details. That being one of them. Thank you. In fact, that's a perfect example of us releasing to you a sneak preview of the 9,000 roughly hooligans out there for you guys to catch these things, early on. And I mean, I think we would have caught it eventually, but bring it on. I mean, that's the whole reason we're sharing you early sneak previews of this stuff. So of course you're going to be getting fangs in there, and
I actually have the fangs on my list to do today.
There you go.
Right. For real.
All right, are we have question time now. Can we start taking questions?
Oh, okay. Fire away.
Not you, more for the team, to be honest with you. More for the team.
By the way, big thank you so far. Big thank you. I've seen already about 20 different hooligan face app names, and they're all really, really good. It's already tough, but I think somewhere in that list it seems like someone's already found one. So anyway, thank you guys. That's exactly why we're doing these AMAs.
All right, amazing. Is there any other updates before we start picking up more questions?
I think that's it. I think we're open to questions.
All right. Let's keep the questions rolling in. Somebody just mentioned Collider Craftworks question mark. Maybe you need to press rewind on the video about 3 times as well, and you might see something, Timothy Bregard. AMGI is blue chip, always, baby. We're always putting in that work. I don't know if we're blue chip, but we're not even we're blue diamonds. Is blue the purest of diamonds?
There it is.
Blue, I don't think it is actually. I think when you've got a blue diamond, it's not necessarily the best under ultraviolet light. But there goes anyway. Any updates on tokenomics and carrots? We've already mentioned that. We are kind of going to commit to start rolling out a kind of a drumbeat of communications going forward. So if you look at the latest announcement, you'll see what we're going to do going forward. We definitely want to start doing more Twitter spaces, bringing some of our friends on there as well, the likes of Dogepound, etc., Collider Craftworks, having conversations about the future, what our teams are doing, what our visions are. It's not always going to be about project updates, but we want to share kind of, more stories, more behind the scenes stuff, development information, all that kind of stuff. So definitely more coming there. Can Donnie give away 20K carat gold? I mean, Donnie is very generous with K gold. He gives out 20K gold for the single questions on the quiz, which isn't right. We had to tell him off for that, unfortunately. Come on, get some challenging questions in here. Any plans to do more collabs / work with Clementine's Nightmare? We are in conversation with them. I don't know if we can say anything at this stage, but we're definitely having conversations with them.
Yep.
Are the team confident to hit the Q1 release for the staking features? How are you feeling about that, Wes?
Feeling good, feeling really good about it as right now. Yeah, we've got a lot of work that's gone into it. So yeah, we're feeling really confident in that regard.
Okay, any plans for a Hooligan potential airdrop? We can't say too much about that at this potential moment in time, but we are looking at various different things that we're going to do for the community to bring value back to the community. Any other questions? Am I missing some questions? Has anybody seen anything else on here, team?
Actually, so I can see coming from Elvex, any update on Proof of Pet? That's actually going to be worked into our tokenomic structure too. So yeah, we'll have some updates on Proof of Pet coming soon too.
Good stuff, good stuff. Come on, people, bring in those questions. What about sound and music? How are we looking for sound and music within the game?
Yeah, that's actually something I'm really pumped to hop into. And I mean, I know as of right now, I know that the game designers have been working on that, and I know that they've kind of got some basic stuff in there. But hey, if we got any suggestions of music you want to hear in there, I've definitely got a lot of thoughts about that, but always open to hear the community's input on that too.
Okay, amazing. Tony's asking, will there be an area where we can fight and have a death match?
Yes.
All right, there you go. Yes, simple yes, in very capital letters. Why? Yes. Can Hooli dance? Hooli, can you dance?
Ha 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 ha. Who says Hooli can't dance? Come on now.
Good stuff, good stuff. Somebody's asked what's the project's funding runway look like right now? Have you got enough dollars on hand, enough carrots to fund the project staff for a while?
Oh yeah, we're doing just fine.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Doing just fine. Excellent. Phase team going to drop by the studio. These are just random questions I'm pulling up. We did speak with Phase Banks. He did say he intends to come through to the studio at some stage, and we have extended our offer back to him. We're just working out as and when that might happen. Okay, a couple more. Well, this question comes up quite a lot. Is this game going to be PC only to start with? Will it be available on Mac? Will it at any point in the future roll over to mobiles? What are the intentions and what are the plans around that?
The plan is definitely to do a Mac release, and so that's one of the things I'm going to be starting work on very soon. Okay. Mobile is going to take a little bit longer because, like we talked about before, the artwork needs to be significantly optimized to run on phones. But Mac release ideally is going to be concurrent with the PC release.
Amazing, amazing. Will there still be round trips to LA? Yeah, 100%. The Hollywood experience still stands. I believe we had 4 to give out. They are still going to happen. I think, team, are you still working out some logistics around that?
Yeah, and I think we just got to get those answers to you guys. But yes, that's definitely still happening.
That's definitely happened. So hopefully you're one of the lucky ones, Mr. Dennis Jacobs. I mean, you've been really lucky so far, to be honest with you. Proof of Pet, we've already spoken about. It's another question that came up. So that'll be coming out with the tokenomics and the documentation around that. Let's see, what else have we got? Reach out to Justin Bieber. I'm not sure we're going to reach out to Justin Bieber. Give Paris Hilton. I mean, we have been doing a lot of reach outs, but we have kind of paused on the reach outs a bit. What we want to kind of deliver is, a little bit more interesting content. One of the things that we are going to do going forward is a Hulu Roundup. So you'll see Hulu, instead of reaching out to the likes of Paris Hilton or Justin Bieber, we'll be giving project updates, giving you all the information you want to know, and kind of, producing real kind of cool quality content as Hulu always does. Specifically around, collaborations with other projects and giving you the laughs that you like, right, Huli? The community love you, Huli. They just want to see more of you.
Oh, shucks. I would love for you to see more of me, too, but that might be a little inappropriate. Well, community, Carrot Gang, we love you. Don't get me wrong. I may be sarcastic, but I truly do love you from the bottom of my cold, cold heart. So thank you again. Always appreciate you.
Good stuff, good stuff. How can we get in the focus group? Another question. I'm going to take a couple more, but yeah, we'll announce details about how we can get in the focus group. It'll be a very closed group. We can't have 1,000 people in there, but, we definitely want a handful of people in there who are very passionate, who have good ideas, who've been in the space to kind of help us on our journey. Like I've always said, we're in this together. We're a community. This is our project. It's not AMGI Studios' project. It's not My Pet Hooligans' project. This is our project as a community. If you're a holder, even if you're not a holder, you absolutely play a very important part in our journey going forward.
As an important example of that, just last week, we had What's Up YZ stop by the studio, and it was really cool. And just meeting one of these moderators, one of our, very esteemed moderators, one of our top hoppers in the studio. And it was so great meeting him. And I said, how did we get connected with you? And he said, oh, I just reached out. I just joined the Discord channel. And he just stood up to a need in the community, and then has become one of our leaders. And so that's kind of the opportunity here. And, it's obviously as Skyhopper was saying, we can't have, 1,000 people in a focus group, but, we want real people in this thing and real opinions and the full package is someone who's easy to work with, someone who's a lot of experience in this field. And I think it's just the enthusiasm and the willingness to be part of a great team. So that was a crazy surprise, meeting someone face to face that we've only met only because of My Pet Hooligan.
Thank you to our moderators. Thank you so much. And now some of you have become personal friends of mine, whether you want it or not.
Big shout out to the top hoppers, all the moderators, all the faction leaders, faction overseers, Stephen Hopperfield, K-Gold Bucky, Games Masters. Big shout out to them all. A really interesting question. I like this one. Will there be weather, day, night environments in the rabbit hole?
Bumbledore, we have the ability to do that, and now the question is it worth the expense of the memory, not the expense of money? Is it worth the overhead of it might mean extra gigabytes of data in the actual game that we deliver to you guys. So that's kind of an open question. Maybe a focus group could help us with that.
There you go. That's why we need a focus group. What's the benefit of holding 7 factions? That will come in our staking document, Abdullah. So do look out for that. I know the team. You're really busy. You want to carry on development of this game, right? How much time have you got left? Couple more questions.
Yeah. Yes, a few more, please.
Questions for sure.
All right. Go for it. Hulu skate park, boxing ring, placing bet in the game casino. People want this game to be absolutely every game in one. Yeah, join our focus group. Give us some ideas. Zuckbot preview. How are we getting on with that, team? Everyone still wants to see Zuckbot. Zuckbot's a very mysterious character. We've not seen Zuckbot yet.
We've got some stuff up our sleeve coming to you guys soon, but nothing to share at the moment.
When Zuckbot reveal, can Dev do something? Yes or no? All right, so this is an interesting question. How would you describe the general genre of the game? How would you describe that, Dumbledore?
I mean, it's basically an open world playground. So probably closest to GTA or Saints Row, that kind of thing, where we can run around and do whatever you think is going to be fun. Blow stuff up, explore, harass people.
Harass people. I mean, that's what I like to do most in GTA, unfortunately. I don't know what that says about me as an individual. It must say something. Like, if I was to see a psychiatrist, they'd probably say that says something about me. But I do definitely like to. Yeah.
I think it just says that you're a hooligan.
Maybe it just says I'm a hooligan. There you go. Nicely put there. Maybe we're all hooligan. I mean, if we're involved in NFTs and crypto and games, we're pretty much hooligans, right?
Certainly.
Certainly a degen, and Hooli is the most degenerate of degens in existence, right, Hooli?
Yes. I didn't hear the question. There was a rogue plane going overhead. What was the question? Am I a degen?
Are you the most degenerate of degens in existence? That's a very good question.
There's never been a more degenerate degen in existence than Hooli. I am the original degen.
There you go. Hooli is the original. Hooli spawned everything. Hooli spawned this whole movement. Okay, cool. I'll take one more question, but give me a difficult question here. All right, this looks pretty difficult. Will there be a North America and EU server?
Great question. Yeah, go for it, Bumbledore.
Yeah, definitely a North American server. As far as like EU hosting, I think probably, but I mean, the reality is, I mean, what we should expect with this is that we're going to start with a couple of servers, and we're going to start spreading out as we figure out what our capacity really needs to be and what the what the ping times really need to be. So right answer to that is probably yes. When we discover we need it, and we probably will discover that we need it.
You will discover you need it very fast. Everybody's raring to go and get busy in this. It's going to be absolutely epic, especially when I'm in there and challenging people. Like, you know,
There you go.
This is like everyone's going to be want to be the best hooligan out there, and I challenge anybody. I'm going to be the best, right? So anybody who wants it, come see me in the rabbit hole.
Skyhopper, I see a question coming in from Manish about long-term sustainability of the Carrot token and just trying to be considered about that. Yep, that's going to be coming out in the document and all of our thinking and kind of architecting there. So we'll hopefully have some good answers for you on that.
Good stuff. Crypto Melts wants all the smoke. I got all the smoke for you. I consider you a goonie. Watch what I do to you, Crypto Melts. Sorry, that sounded quite bad and threatening. Really sorry about that. Okay, one more question. Let's keep them coming in. But this, I don't know why this always comes up, but can you get stoned in the game is a question that often comes up.
Oh.
Who's always rolling around with a pipe? Who's always rolling around with a joint in his mouth? Like, what's going to happen with that?
I hope so. That's why they call it tokenomics.
Answer to that is going to be yes.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Yes. Okay, cool. I think that's enough questions. Anything else you want to add, team?
No, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Someone was asking about nighttime. Will this game be played at night? Yeah, I think definitely putting time of day. We certainly envision this being played more at night, or the kind of dusk is kind of what we're going for art direction wise. And so, you know, all your questions are great. Every single one of your comments, we're going to read through this live chat. We do read through every single comment that we've missed. You guys can rest assured we are listening to you, every single comment. And so keep them coming. We're really, really appreciative. Big things ahead. We're putting all of this back to you. As great as the collaborations are, as great as all the celebrity reach outs are, they're fantastic. But our number one job is utility, giving you guys a solid product that no one else has had before. There's certain gameplays coming up in the future we can't talk about, but it's amazing, things that no one else has done, and it gets really, really interesting to be able to, you know, I think of this kind of like creating a Disneyland, and but the rabbit hole is a place where many different people and different styles of people can all be part of, and some people like to play in the game, some people like to observe. So I think that's where this is going. So anyway, thank you guys very much. That's all I got. Anyone else, Dumbledore? Or?
Yeah.
Wow.
Go for it, Dumbledore.
Yeah, I mean, we're having fun building this, and it's. I just gotta love kind of like pivoting with these ideas when they come up. It's like, hey, wait, can we do this weird thing? It's like,
maybe.
I think.
I mean, to be fair, 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, somebody asked, can we go skateboard? And look at Hulu right now is skateboarding, right? So just shows that we're always listening. So just keep those ideas coming. We're always going to listen.
I love it. Like coming from like some stodgy, you know, big game franchises before, you know, it's like, I mean, it's so much fun just to be able to, you know, pivot on a dime and wing it.
And honestly, guys, you know, it's been such an amazing time for us to see this thing come to life. And obviously, you know, I know we're inundated with lots of things at the AMGI studio, but I gotta say, just to this community, we can't tell you how much we love and appreciate all of you guys and all of your input on this. You know, at this point, you know, we're really just all about building utility into this experience for you, making sure that you have utility by holding our tokens. You know, it's at the fundamental value that we're working really hard to deliver to you guys, and we're here for you and just want you guys to know that. So
That's right.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the future with all of you.
Yep.
There you go, team. If the team are not as active on Discord, you know, they're working their asses off in the studio to make this happen for you. The experience we're trying to create is absolutely unique within this space. You know, some of the technological advancements we're making and sharing with you, nobody else has got this stuff, right? And we're entering into uncharted territory. and you're going to see a lot of people start to do similar things to us. So we're creating a wave, and this wave is going to be absolutely huge, and it's going to kick off something in the next few years that we're all going to sit back and be very proud of. I think that's the end. We're coming to the end of the live stream. So just, as always, a massive shout out to the community, everybody who's watching us, everybody who's listening in, giving us suggestions, ideas, challenging us, asking us difficult questions. We'll always listen. Yes, big shout out to Beto, the MPH news reporter. I'm sure Beto's got a whole write up to this to go out straight away. So thanks, Beto. Thanks to all our moderators, top hoppers, our games masters, the K Gold Bookie, everybody who's absolutely helping us on our way. We've got a massive journey ahead of us, and we've all got to kind of stick together, make sure we support each other, and make sure we have an absolutely successful and epic project coming out of this My Pet Hooligan within the next few years. So I'm really excited about the future. How excited are you guys, team?
That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. We're so excited. We miss you, my favorite limey, Luke Skyhopper. I'm your father.
Yeah, about that. Really. I was wondering why I had rabbit ears. Now it all makes sense.
Now you know your parentage.
Everybody did say I had big ears, but yeah, it all makes sense now. So, Hulu, do you want to say a big goodbye?
That's right. Goodbye, Carrot Gang. Thank you again. Keep sticking with us, and we'll keep delivering to you.
Thank you very much, gang. I'll see you back in Discord shortly.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, everybody.